All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are all welcome to tonight's presentation. My name is Jesse Ainebyoona, and I will be sharing with you about our business opportunity and how it can be of help and benefit to you as an individual. Later on, I will be inviting somebody who will also share her experience of how this business has impacted her life, both at a personal, professional, and even at a family level. So by way of introduction, I'm Jesse Ainebyoona. Professionally, I trained as a mechanical engineer. And currently, I'm an entrepreneur in partnership with Neolife International. I'm also a trainer. I do train individuals and corporations with the purpose of helping individuals to become better. I got started in this business when I was a first-year student of Chambogo University. That's when I was invited. A friend was kind enough to send me an invitation for me to have a look at how this business could change and transform my life. And that's when I came for the very first time. I had never heard about it, but when I sat in the room, heard about the meeting, saw the products, the way I'm going to share with you, I felt maybe this is something that can have an impact on my life. As a student at the time, all I was thinking about was maybe earning an extra, maybe $50 as pocket money since I was a student. I started in a very humble way. Today, my life has been completely transformed. I'm now married. We've been married for 8 years, and together we have 2 daughters, Ruby, who is 5, and Moriah, who is 3. So I'm going to be sharing with you how this has helped me, how it has benefited me, and I hope that will be an inspiration to any guest on the call to also consider being a part of this business, because this is something that you can do to generate some additional income. But aside from the money, there are many other benefits like I'm going to share shortly. So it all begins with you. And the question that we ask is, what are your dreams? What is it that you want to achieve? Could it be that you want to make some extra income? Maybe you want to be your own boss. It could be that you want to have good health and well-being. It could be that you want to have more time with your family, or even drive the car of your dreams or live in your own home. It could be that you want to travel. That used to be one of my dreams because I had never got on a plane. I had a fantasy to get on a plane, but I didn't know where to go, to do what, to see who would pay. All those are some of the things that would get into my mind, and I would quickly abandon and throw away that dream. Out of this business, that dream has come to pass. Or even then, it could be that you want to help other people. Whatever dream it is valid, because Neolife is a vehicle that will take you from where you are, where you want to be. Neolife is a company that began over 60 years ago. Precisely, we began in the year 1958, which means that this year we are 64 years. Next year we shall be 65. And we are operating in more than 50 countries all over the world. And our mission is to make the world a healthier and a happier place. That is what we aspire to see, and that is what we want to see happening in the lives of people, to make the world healthier and happier. We have values, solid values that have enabled us to stand the test of time. Among our values, we have absolute integrity. We talk about integrity because it is the #1 determinant for you to build a solid business. If your words and your actions are together, then it means that you deliver on your promises. Neolife believes whatever we talk about is what we deliver. So we are a company that believes in absolute honesty and integrity. Secondly, we believe that people are #1, regardless of where you come from. We value people ahead of anything else. And then thirdly, we have products that work. These are products that are good because they help you to feel better, live better, and look better. This is also an equal opportunity for all, regardless of your age, your race, your religion, how old you are, how qualified academically you are. It does not matter. This is a business that gives you equal opportunity for anybody, as long as you have a dream and you have a desire and a determination to make that dream come true. This will work for you. And last but not least, long-range vision. By long-range vision, we mean we help you to see your life not as it is today, but as it can be tomorrow. Long-range vision, seeing ahead and looking at what your life can be compared to what it is today. When you start this business, we say that you are in business for yourself, but not by yourself. That simply means that when you start, yes, you are here to achieve your dreams, but you're not alone. You will not walk alone. Like the Liverpool fans say, you will not walk alone. We are there by your side. So Neolife as a partner in business will help you with the logistics. It will help you with coming up with all the literature and sales aids. It will give you the IT. We have a Team Neolife app. When you register, you'll get an app on your phone which you can use to check on your business. You'll even get a replicating website which you can share with your friends so that they can see what business you're in, and the website will explain everything about your business and the products. All that is done for you. You don't have to pay anything extra. It is already done for you. In addition to the support that you get from the company, you'll have the support from the person that has invited you on this call. We call that person your sponsor. That person will support you and help you to understand much more about what it is you're getting started into. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. As a company, we are here to solve a problem. And the number one problem that we want to solve is a health problem, because your health is your greatest asset. It's a key priority in life. You cannot enjoy your family, you cannot enjoy your career, you cannot live your dreams if you are not healthy. And the problem we want to address is because, according to scientists all over the world, they believe that this is what we call the wellness pyramid. In other words, we should be doing physical activity and weight management. Secondly, we should be consuming a lot of whole grains. So whole grains are foods like the rice, the wheat, and the soya. They are whole grains when they are not polished. Then in large amounts, we need the fruits and the vegetables. Fruits and vegetables are good because they protect the body. They give the body immunity and increase our protection against disease-causing agents. Then we need proteins. Proteins are the ones which build the body. And last but not least, we need the fats and the sugars, but we need them in small amounts. Those are the energy-giving foods. So the carbohydrate is good, it's fuel for the body, it gives the body energy, but we need them in small amounts. When you look at what most of us are doing, it is typically the reverse. You find that most of us take a lot of fats and sugar. You find that we take a lot of protein, little fruits and vegetables, and very little or no whole grain. Most people even hardly exercise, because you think about the modern day convenience where you use a remote to open the gate, you have your car, you sit in it, you drive all the way up to the basement of your office building, you come out of the car, you take a lift up to the 5th floor, you hardly get time to have an active lifestyle. Most of us live sedentary lifestyles where we just eat junk and we hardly exercise. No wonder most of the common chronic diseases are on the rise. To make it even worse, our cells, which are supposed to be healthy so that nutrients can get in and waste can get out, because we are no longer eating right, our cells have become unhealthy. That means that nutrients hardly get in and waste cannot easily get out. And we are as healthy as our cells. So when your cells are not healthy, even though you are not sick, you might feel sick. That's why sometimes we go to the doctor and say, I am not feeling well. I have headache, I have fever, I may be sick. The doctor checks you, all the tests are negative, but you're not feeling well. It is because your cells are unhealthy. What we do have is as a solution is a product that we call TreeNN. TreeNN is a product that will feed your cells and it enhances your energy. It improves nutrient utilization by 50%. In addition to the TreeNN, we have a product that we call carotenoid complex. It is a product that is proven to boost your immunity by 37% in just 20 days. Only 20 days, your immunity will go up. And then we also have a product called Neolife Shake. It is good for reducing body fat, lowering the body mass index, and it is also good for the heart and people that are diabetic. Neolife Shake is a healthy drink which you can mix in water, milk, or juice. So even if you have a challenge swallowing tablets, you can simply mix it and have it for breakfast or have it for lunch. That is the Neolife Shake. And lastly, we have the omega-3, which is good for the brain, the heart, and the joints. That is what we call complete nutrition. Moving on, we have what we call the core nutrition program. And the core nutrition program is the program that combines the threonine, the carotenoid complex, the omega-3, and another supplement we call multi-mineral. All those will come together in one product that we call ProVitality. So ProVitality is a core foundational product. Whichever situation you find yourself in, we can all take ProVitality and we can benefit from it. These products are not meant for sick people. They are meant for healthy people to stay healthy. Now, that does not mean that sick people cannot use them, but we don't want to put a lot of focus on sick people. We want to put the focus on healthy people because there are many people out there who are healthy and we want to help them to stay healthy. If someone is sick, they can use the doctor's medication, and in addition to that, there is nothing wrong with using the supplements. But we are not here to look for sick people because we are not doctors. We are simply people that are interested in good health, and anybody that is interested in good health can come on board and use these products. So ProVitality and Neolife Shake form what we call the core nutrition program. The Neolife Shake comes in 3 flavors. We have strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate. We have not forgotten the children. We have a children's program that includes the Vita Squares. So the Vita Squares include this is a supplement that contains over 18 vitamins and minerals. It also has the threonine, which we have talked about, and they are really good. They are tasty. My daughters call them healthy sweets. They call them healthy sweets because they are nice, they are chewable, they are delicious, and we give them as a reward when they finish their food. So we tell them, if you finish your food, you have a healthy sweet. So they eat their food and they also get to supplement. And I would like to say that having seen how these products work on our children, I can attest that these products boost a child's immunity. My experience has been that because they interact with many other children, sometimes they do get a bit of cough and flu, but the difference with Vita Squares is that when they take these supplements, those flus and everything will not affect them. Within a few hours, the child is okay and normal, unlike if they are not using them. So these supplements have greatly helped. They protect the child, and you'll find that most parents, most of the time, the children have infections. They are on cannulas, to mention but a few. When you use these supplements, they will boost the child's immunity. Specifically, VitaGuard is for immunity, while the Vita Squares is a multivitamin. So the two work hand in hand. Moving on to the cleaning products, these are products that are powerful, they are economical, and they are earth-friendly. For example, Super 10 is a product which you can use for cleaning your bathroom, your tiles, your floors. You can use it on the sink, the car engine. Sometimes when I take my car to the car wash, I just tell them, when it comes to use this supplement. In fact, I show them how to use the products. I show them how to use the wash and wax and how to use the Super 10. When I'm going to clean the engine, I tell them, use the Super 10 on my engine. And it does an amazing job. Most of them ask me, where can we find it? Because people would want to have a product like this. So Super 10 is really good. And then Care is a disinfectant. It kills household germs. And 1 liter mixes up to over 50 liters of water. So you can imagine the level of mixture that will help you to save a lot of money. LDC is something that you can use for washing your hands. You can use it for bathing. You can use it for washing cups and plates. And interestingly, it is also good for washing fruits and vegetables. So you can use LDC to wash your fruits and vegetables because when they are in the garden, they spray on them pesticides, insecticides, to mention but a few. But when you use LDC, it will clean it properly so that by the time you eat it, you're not eating poison, but you're eating something which is clean. We also have something for agriculture. We call it Supergrow. It is the secret to a gorgeous garden. Anything that you plant, Supergrow will give you the ability to maximize crop yield and profit within your garden. So Supergrow, you can apply it on flowers, on beans, on short-term or long-term crops. Either way, Supergrow will work. Last but not least, we have the skincare products. These are products that are scientifically formulated. They are age-defying and they are youth-renewing. They keep you looking better and younger for longer. They are all organic products, no harsh or toxic chemicals, because these products are natural and they are organic. Take care of your skin. It's the largest organ you have in the body, and it is something that deserves attention. Why not use the best care to care for yourself? Those are the skincare products. That said, many times people ask, how do we get these products? It's very simple. You can get these products on retail from a distributor. But it even gets better, because instead of getting them on retail, you can choose to get them at a discounted price, a discount of about 25%. It saves you a lot of money in the long term. So that means that when you register, not only will you get the products, you'll also be able to get them at a discounted price. Now you have an opportunity to order directly from the company. In addition to that, if you choose to promote these products among your friends, you can begin to work when and where you want, because this becomes a side business for you. You can enjoy the freedom of being your own boss as you build the business by promoting the products. You can grow personally. You can build lifelong relationships. You can live, learn how to build a foundation for lifelong financial well-being. You can get rid of debt. You can belong to a group of passionate individuals who are like-minded. You can get healthy and learn how to share good health with those that you love and care about. And you can travel the world. Those are some of the benefits of being part of the business as a distributor. So a distributor is that person who is not only using the products, but they have chosen to register with the company. They are getting the products at a discount. And because the products are good, you cannot afford to keep it to yourself. You share it with other people, and that's how you begin to get all these benefits. How does it work? It begins with you. Once you get on board, you're going to partner with Neolife. There is a fee that you pay. It's a fee of approximately, this is about $60, really, about $60. I'm just putting it in dollars because I know we have people of different nationalities. Here in Uganda, it would be about 273,000 shillings. Okay, so once you pay that money, not more than $100 at least. Once, let's take 100 as an example. You pay your $100. What do you get? You get three things. One, you get your membership ID. That is the ID that enables you to get products at a discount. Secondly, you get a literature kit. It is a bag with literature and information that will enable you to read more about your business, more about the product, so that you can understand. And then thirdly, you will also get a product in that bag. So you can choose either the healthcare or the cleaning or the other products that we have. So once you have done that, you have now become a fully registered distributor. You also get access to your back office. That means that you can access your business through the internet. Once you have that, begin to use the product. You can even add on more money to get more product. Don't be limited to what is in the kit. You can add more money in order for you to get more product. Once you begin to use the product, it becomes easy for you to do the next thing, because the products we have, the nutrition, the home care, the skincare, use any that appeals to you, or all of them, because we need all of them. Now, as you begin to use the products, you begin to share your product experience with other people. As you do that, you're going to build a retail customer base. If you build a retail customer base of about 6 people, like for example, if you find 6 friends of yours who want to use Profitality, you're going to start earning a commission and a bonus. And on average, you'll earn about $50. $50 is when you can add your commission together with your profit. We shall call you what we call a manager. As a manager, that is your first step in the business. We are just saying thank you for sharing Neolife with your friends to make the world a healthier and a happier place. Moving on, don't keep quiet about something that is working for you. If it works for you, now that you have become a manager, you're earning some little money, there are so many people out there that are complaining about the economy. They are complaining about global events that have affected their livelihoods. Why not share this opportunity and say, look, there is a business I'm doing. We want to work together as a team. I want to show you how you can also grow your business. So if your friends are A, B, and C, and you show them also how to build the business and share it with their friends, and they become managers like you, you will become what we call a senior manager. Senior manager will earn a profit and commission of anywhere between $100 to about $200. That is the income of a senior manager or executive manager. Those two roles, those two positions are more or less the same, but with a bit of a difference in terms of range. So that's what you begin to earn. Because you are promoting your business to other people, you are showing them how to grow the business, the company will reward you. And the reward you're being given is because you're building a network of people that are using and sharing the products. So as long as, because that's what business is, whatever business it is that you're involved in, if you sell clothes, people have to buy your clothes. And the more clothes you can sell, the more income you can earn. Every business at the end of the day comes down to how many people are using your product or the service. The more people you get to use the product or the service, the more income you earn as a business person. The way we increase our business is through a network of distributors. And that's why this business is called network marketing. We do marketing or we do business within our social networks. You don't have to go and look for strangers. You can meet people, you turn them into friends, and then you do business with them, because people like to do business with people they know, they like, and they use. So because you are a trusted person, you will do business within your network. That's what we are doing. It's a business that allows you to grow without huge overheads like paying rent, paying labor, paying license. Those things you don't incur because you are simply building business through a network of people. Today, one of the most common forms of advertising is word of mouth. We buy a lot of products and services because of the recommendation of the people that we know. So in the same way, that is how this business operates. It removes the middleman so that the money that would have paid the process instead pays you for having moved the product. As we continue through our personal growth development programs that include weekly trainings and mentorship programs that are organized by the person who has invited you on this call, you can become a director as you show other people how to grow the business. As a director, you'll be earning about $500 every single month. Now think about your income right now. Maybe you have a job, maybe you're running a certain business. Add on an extra income of $500. I believe it makes your life better. That's what we are talking about. And it does not stop being a director, because in this business, there is no limit. There is no cap on how much you can take home. If you continue to help other people to become successful and become directors just like you can become what we call a world team member. As a world team member, you can earn anywhere between $1,000 to about $2,000 every single month. Yes, this is money that comes to you at the end of every month. The company will compute how much business you have generated together with your team, and each one will be paid for the work they have done. And every month, you will be compensated. It does not stop there, because when you show other people how to become world team members, you become what we call a president's team member. President's team members are people that earn over $3,000 in this business. This is something that I have seen happen for people, even people on this call. That is how the business operates. You begin the business as a distributor. You begin to share the business with other people as you use the products. And as you begin to show them what your business is all about and the benefits that can come out of that, you will begin to grow your business as you share Neolife with other people. Personally, when I started the business, I immediately got started on using the products. When I started using them, my eyes opened and I believed in the products, because when you talk to people, it's not just about the products, it's also about you. When people know that you're using the products, they will trust the products. So I began to talk to my friends and they began to use them. Then they were even interested in building the business. And that is how I started my business journey. By the time I was in second year, I was earning approximately $100 to about $200. By the time I was in second year, I had earned enough money to buy myself my first car. I was in third year. By the time I graduated, I was earning in excess of $1,000, and I never looked back. This is a business that has given me freedom. It is a business that has enabled me to travel the world. We always talk about unlimited travel and lifestyle opportunity. Think about all these venues that we have been to. In 2008, we were in London. That was my first trip ever on a plane. I cannot forget that day. It was in June 2008 when I boarded Emirates to Dubai and then went through Addis, and then from there we went straight to London Heathrow. It was the most memorable flight because it was the first flight in my life and it was a dream come true. Ever since then, I've been to several other destinations. In 2009, the company was in Hawaii, sorry, in San Francisco. In 2010, in Hawaii. In 2012, Victoria Falls. I remember on that trip in Victoria Falls, what you see there, that is the Victoria Falls. I was able to do one of the bucket list items that I had, called the bungee jumping. The bungee jumping in Victoria Falls is probably the second highest in Africa, maybe the highest in Africa. And I did that. I even got a certificate, for having jumped 112 meters into the river Zambezi. Wow. So that is the Victoria Falls. And then in 2013, the company was in Dubai. 2014, Hong Kong. Almost every year we go somewhere. In 2016, we went to Cape Town, where I hiked Table Mountain. You can see that mountain in the background that looks like a table on top. These are memories that you collect as you traverse and travel the world. What does it take to succeed in Neolife? One, it takes a dream. If you really have a dream, you want to pursue a dream, you can achieve it. There is no limit to what you can achieve as long as you are serious about your dream. If it is clear to you, you want to pursue it, there is no limit, no cap, no brakes, no limit. It's up to you. If it is to be, it's up to you. It is up to you. There is a lady who started this business. 1 month, she became a senior manager. 2nd month, she became a director. 3rd month, she was a qualified director. 4th month, she's an emerald director. It is just what she decided to do. And you too can do it if you are serious about your dream. In life, you can either make money or excuses, or you can either bring home results or reasons, but not both. You can have reasons. You can say, you know what, for me, I cannot talk to people. Business is not for me. Those are reasons. But you can still put those aside and say, look, if it has worked for others, I am no different. It can work for me. Have the same company, the same products, the same support, the same warehouse. If others have done this, you can also do it. Your only limit is the one that you put on yourself. So your dream, make it clear. 2, make a decision. One of the most important qualities of people that are successful in life, they are quick at decision making. The flip side is true. For people, there are people who take long to decide. And when they decide, they quickly change the decision. Make up your mind quickly and say, this is something I'm going to do, or this is something I may not do. I'm going to recommend it to somebody else. Make a decision. And when you make that decision, believe that if it has worked for others, it can also work for you. And last but not least, take action. The action that we take is to get on board, get started. We shall support you. And once you come on board, we shall show you the action steps to take. We shall hold your hand, work with you, mentor you, guide you. That is the support that we give to the people who start in this business. You don't pay for that. You get it because you have taken one step towards the achievement of your dream. So we are there to support and to guide you as you grow your business. So I would like to say welcome to the family of Neolife. And that said, I would like to now invite somebody I have known for quite some time now, very passionate about this business. She started together with her husband. They live in Nairobi, in Kenya, and this business has had a huge impact on her life. And I would like her to share her story. Margaret Amulavu, you are welcome to share your experience that this business has done, that you have personally had as a result of this business. Over to you, Margaret Amulavu.
Thank you, Jesse. Are you able to see me well?
Yes, I see you well. I see you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Jesse. That was a very powerful presentation. I think if I was a guest, I would have signed up before you even got anywhere. Thank you so much. As you've heard, my name is Margaret Amulavu. I am based in Nairobi, Kenya, and I am married to Charles. Between us, we've got 2 adults. And before this business, I worked for a bank, for an international bank. And after working for this bank for 8.5 years, I chose to resign. And at the time I decided to resign, many people, of course, thought I was crazy. How do you leave a bank job? But for me, I left for basically 2 reasons. I was in the bank at a time of transition. The earliest I got home was 12 midnight, and I'd leave as early as 5 a.m. So one day we came home, and our son was 3 years, then said his mother does not come. He said, Mommy does not come home these days. And it was true, because after I leave at 5 a.m., I would only come at midnight, so I'll find him asleep. And so he hadn't seen his mother for 3 days. And then after I got a second child, I decided, no, I'm not gonna do this job. That was 2 years after my son said that. The other reason I resigned is because I come from a very mixed background. And my father is a Kenyan and my mother is a Malawian. And then I'm married to Charles, who's from another side of Kenya. And I just thought my in-laws would just think this girl is as mixed up as her backgrounds because a 3-year-old cannot lie. And so with those 2 reasons, after getting a second child, I resigned. And so this business found me at home. I was looking for something to do. I was a bit frustrated when I came home because when Charles and I met, we met in the bank. And I was already used to having my own money and making some certain decisions. And so when I found myself at home, there are decisions I couldn't make, like what to cook, what to wear. And I was a little bit frustrated. But I must say that this business for me was an answer from God, because I prayed and I told the Lord to give me 2 things, something I can do from the house. And secondly, it should not cost more than $150. Actually, yeah, $150, because at the time I left the bank, though I was in the bank, I didn't have any savings. I actually had less than $2 in my account as a savings. So I actually did not have money. And when it was presented to me, it didn't look like what I wanted to do, because I'd never done business in my life, where those people have go to school, work hard, get a job. So I'd never sold even a pen. And I remember this neighbor of mine inviting me, and she made it very comfortable. And I trusted her because I'd worked with her in the bank, but she had reached retirement age and she was my neighbor. And so one day she said she has seen a business that I can do from home. She said that I could work from home, that I could earn foreign currency, and that I could travel. The bit of foreign currency and traveling I knew was a lie, because in my days in the bank, you could not even access foreign currency. We had a department that was committed to Forex. And then in Kenya at that time, you were not allowed to come in with foreign currency. You actually surrendered it at the airport. The other thing of traveling, I was thinking, what can I do in a house and travel? I'm thinking of cleaning clothes, washing babies, cooking, making beds, and I cannot relate that with a ticket. So those 2 I knew was a lie. But anyway, I had nothing to lose because I trusted her, and she made it comfortable, took me to a meeting in town, in a place in Nairobi, Kenya, we call the Professional Center. And when we got into that meeting, there are 2 ladies I saw that immediately I made up my mind. I saw some 2 prominent ladies who I knew from television, because their husbands were not in very good books in our country because of their political orientation. The government we had of the day did not allow them to talk the politics they had. And so these 2 ladies had lived out of the country for very long. And so when I saw them, one of them happens to be Lupita Nyong'o's mother, and another one is of a governor in Kenya called Mr. Kiraitu Murungi. And so these 2 ladies, I told myself, even if I don't understand this thing, there's money. The other thing that surprised me is that the presenter of the day was a pastor from South Africa. He said he'd done the business part-time, he was educating his children in South Africa, and that he had resigned from the church payroll and said that he can pay himself. And so I'm thinking, if a pastor can do it, surely I can do it. And with a very little faith, I decided to start off. What I want to tell you is that this business is amazing. And I remember for me, we had 3 ranges of products to start with. Jesse has gone through them: the cleaning, the health, and the skincare. I was not comfortable with the health and the skincare. First of all, the health looked like medicine. I was not yet 30 when I resigned from the bank. I didn't have any health challenge. And they just looked like medicine. And I thought, how do I take medicine the doctor has not prescribed? Skincare, had seen too many Kenyans who were dark-skinned, and in 2 months, they look as light as nothing else. And they had skin issues, cancers. And so I knew every skin product is not good. I was very comfortable with the cleaning products. And I never forget one of the products that I started off with. Jesse has talked about it, the Super 10. We're living in a house where we had a store, and we started off in life very basic, and we had a stove in this store using kerosene, and it had a white wall. And I remember one day, because we didn't have mentorship, I reading the books that we'd been given, and I remember reading about this Super 10 and waited for everybody to fall asleep at about 10 o'clock. And I had read about it during the day. And so at 10 o'clock, I decided to try it off. And I never forget what I saw. It just sprayed and all the soot came down. You know, there's some products that you spray and pray. This one you spray and it works. And for me, I never forget. That was such an amazing experience. I actually ended up sleeping at 2 a.m. because I was so excited. So I can say without a shadow of a doubt that these products work. So I started off with the cleaning, like I said, and I was not keen on the skincare and the health. But 6 months after starting off in this business, we got an unfortunate accident, and I lost a second child who I designed the bank to take care of. And that for me, I must say, is when the business started, because then I decided to look at the health products, and that said that if you've got stress, you can take some supplements. And I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen on the call, after I lost this child, It was a devastating time for me because I've left a bank job. I'm now in the house. I'm not good for a job because there are days I don't want to talk to anybody. There are days I don't want to see anybody. I remember if my husband and my son asked for food, I would think they're crazy. And I'm thinking, you guys are still eating, you know? I can't even cook. I can't even think straight. And I want to tell you that these supplements helped me not to go into depression. And I've been in depression before. That would be a story for another day. And so when I didn't get into depression, I said, no, there must be something in these things. What is this vitamins B? What is this calcium? Those are the products I took, a Formula 4 Plus. I remember taking omega-3 salmon oil plus. I remember taking aloe vera plus, Herbal Rest and Relax. And so I decided to go into a deep study and understand what are these products that I'm not gone into depression. And so from there, I decided I'm going to be on a mission to just go and improve people, because I said there must be people like me who have gone through issues and they don't know what to do. So those products are wonderful and they do a great job. My very recent testimony of products is that I found myself 2 years ago at 97 kilos. I can't tell you how I got to that weight, but I must tell you in a span of a year, I lost 25 kilos. And I moved from a size 20 to actually I'm a size 12. And that is amazing. And it feels great. It feels good. I feel younger. I'm more vibrant. I wake up at 4 o'clock and I'm asleep at 11 o'clock without issues. I don't have any health challenges. My blood pressure is normal. I'm now 55. I don't even feel it. I actually have to look at my identity card and my documents. You know, I tell people that these products help you to carry the age in your ID and your documents, not on the face. So very, very amazing products. So the products without a shadow of a doubt work. The other person I've used the products extensively on is our daughter. God is very gracious. After we lost this daughter, 6 years after, God gave us another daughter, and their birthdays is one day the same month. This can only be the Lord. So I know that God answers prayers. And Angela, who has just turned 20, I started giving her supplements at 3 days old. I started off with omega-3, and I can tell you that girl's brain is superb. Her memory is excellent. She learns languages like nobody else. I remember she was taught the national anthem when she was 2 years, and by the 3rd week, she was singing the whole Kenya national anthem without any doubt, and she never lisped. And so it has been amazing to watch her grow. At 20 years, she's actually in her 3rd year in university. Usually at 20 years in Kenya, you're probably just finishing your high school or you're in your 1st year. For her, she's actually in the 3rd year, and it has been amazing. So I must say, in terms of health, we are excellent, and it is really, really nice. Sharing the products, I got a challenge because remember I said I'd never sold anything before. So initially, of course, you get challenges. I remember people in the bank telling me, you wear a suit and you're selling soap. So they say you left the bank to go and sell soap. And I remember saying, no, I'm not selling soap, I'm selling hope. Because it said if a soap can make a difference, and we all buy soap. It's just that I'm bringing to you, and this one you're picking yourself from the supermarket, and this is a better quality soap. So when it comes to sharing, I did get some challenges, but as I kept on going on and on, it was simple because I just talked to the people who you are with. You know, we're just saying change who you talk to, change what you talk. We always talk, but what are we talking? We're saying talk something that can be of benefit, and you just start with friends and relatives, and that is how I started. And I must say that the training for me, the personal development has done a great deal. I've always loved reading. And I remember I got challenges with my mother because she would switch off the light because I just loved reading. And being naughty, I would just have a torch below the blanket and I would have a torch to read. And I can still read very late. And that reading has helped me a lot. I remember one of the things that happened to me before Neolife is that through reading, I was able to get a ticket to go to Europe, Italy, when I was just 18. So reading is a big deal. So that personal development, just reading positive books is really great. And I must say I've grown as a person. You know, I say sometimes when I talk, people think I was born talking. It's not true. The personal development has done me a great deal. Initially, my fear was that people who are more educated than I could not talk to them because I usually felt like I had nothing to tell them. Today, I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, it doesn't matter how many degrees you have, I know I have something to offer. The other thing that I've benefited a lot is that I've been able to have very great health information that I can pass on with confidence. Most of the time when I present on products, people will buy, not because they even maybe have understood, but I'm so confident and so sure about them. They say, the way you talk about them, I must use them. So that personal development for me has done a lot. It has helped me. I'm able to talk to people across the board. People are higher in society than I am. People are at higher levels than I was educated. It has just made me feel I can actually fit in each and every profession without feeling that I'm compromised or I'm not up to the level. The other thing I've benefited is social capital. All the people on this call, I did not know any of you. I only knew the lady who introduced me, and I can tell you I've got thousands and thousands of friends. I think every country in your life is on somebody. I know somebody or somebody knows me. And Zoom has made it even more that people can see you on the screen, and when you meet them, you just find that they actually know you. That social capital is something that you don't take for granted, because we are in a space whereby we don't get mentored by the people who are successful in life, because you can't get to them. You don't live where they live, you don't shop where they shop, you don't go to school where they go to school. But this business brings all these people right next to you, and you're able to interact and know their thought line, and they're actually able to mentor and train you. That for me is a big deal. That social capital, it has no price. In fact, somebody said that if the only way you get paid is through money, you are a very poor person. There are many ways to get paid, and that social capital for me is great. When it comes to traveling, we've traveled, Jesse has mentioned some of the places. The one I remember, my most significant trip was one to Mauritius when we, 2004, when we qualified for our first trip to Mauritius. And Mauritius is a very small country. In about 2-3 hours, you've actually finished the whole country. And what I loved about Mauritius is that it's very clean. And I remember going to the largest butterfly park. It had over 3,000 butterflies. I'd never heard of such a park. And I also remember that it is such a wonderful and beautiful country. I remember we went to a hotel called the Sugar Beach. And what was amazing about that Sugar Beach, it was a 7-star hotel with a dancing floor in the middle of a pool. And that was just a wow. I cannot even begin to explain. It was excellent. We were received at the airport with flowers, with juice, with names. And when we went to the rooms had our names. It had the program. Oh, Mauritius was great. We ended up with fireworks on the last day. And it was just amazing. My other very significant trip is one to London in 2008, when we went for the 50th anniversary for the company. And I know that is the trip that Jesse came to. And for me, London, what was amazing is how clean it was and how organized. In Kenya, at the time we went to London, Nairobi, Kenya had a population of 3 million. London City had 7 million, but the confusion I'd seen in our town, I'd never seen it in London. Very organized, very clean, everything is punctual. And there are a few things that I understood when I went to London. I understood how the white person thinks and how they behave. One of the things I never forget to tell this story is that as I was going to London, I'd asked a friend the weather, because I knew the weather is different. And though we were going in summer, she said, no, that summer is not the summer you think. It's not as sunny. It's actually like our July. July in Kenya is actually cold. Degrees get up to maybe sometimes below 10, and that's actually cold for us because our degrees are usually 18, 19, 20. So going below 10 or at about 10 is very cold. And so this lady had lived there. She says, you must carry a bag, a hand luggage bag, and you put in some clothes for 2-3 days because luggages get lost when you travel. Of course, I had traveled, but she mentioned that particular bit. And I remember going to a friend who was selling big bags at then. They were fashion. You know how we look at fashion and you want to carry what is in fashion. And a friend of mine used to import bags from Turkey. And so I went to her shop and I bought my big bag because I needed to carry clothes for 2 or 3 days in case my luggage gets lost. Another common friend came and said, now that big bags are in fashion, can I buy one and what do I put in? The lady selling said, yeah, buy one. After all, it's fashion. In fact, you can even put newspapers as long as you carry the bag. Oh, shock on me when we went to London. The London weather, pathetic, not that in a bad way, but in the morning it's raining cats and dogs. So you need a coat, you need an umbrella, you need boots, you need a hat, you need warm clothes, you know, all those things. By midday, it is so hot. You need to remove all those clothes and wear lighter ones. So do you know why they carry big bags? To exchange. Can you imagine? So from London, I learned this copy and paste that we have. I'm never going to do it. I'm not going to do something because somebody else is doing. I'm going to do it because I understand why do I do what I do. So for me, London, very, 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 very exciting. And being summer, I understood geography. You know, sometimes you read geography and you don't quite understand. I remember they used to say there are long nights and short days and long nights. I didn't understand that. London, it was very clear. In summer at 10 p.m., the sun has not set. So if you're the kind of person who waits for darkness, like in Africa, where we wait for it to be dark to sleep, that will never happen. So at 10 p.m., it is still very bright. The sun has not set. And at 3 a.m., the sun is already up. So that's a short night. And the days are very long. In winter, they get dark as early as 3 p.m. It's already as dark as 8, and it goes on up to 9 a.m. the following day. Those are long nights. And for me, that trip helped me understand the geography I'd read. What am I saying? That Neolife will help you understand some things that you're only seeing in books. You can actually go there and see them live for yourself. Finally, as I finish, some of the dreams I had, I've accomplished 2 of my main dreams that I had. After we got the accident, we decided that maybe the car was the problem. The car we were driving must have been the problem because it rolled. And I remember 5 years after that, we set a goal to buy a good car, a BMW. BMW is a good car. It's got a central system that has got a very nice hold at the bottom. You cannot roll. It's got something we call side impact bars. Even if you're hit, you cannot get, the inside does not get spoiled, the airbag. So it's a very safe car. And I remember having bought that car actually exactly 5 years to the date we set, because I remember setting the date as 31st December 2002, because I said, I want to be sure that by the end of the year, that's going to happen. It happened for us. The other very big dream I had was to go with my children to South Africa. We traveled a lot. And I remember in 2017, we were able to accomplish that goal. My daughter being 16 and our son being 26, we were able to go to South Africa for a month. And that was just amazing. I think if you talk to these two children, they don't sound the same as any other child, because exposure is everything. And then to just say that I've earned, and it has been good earning, especially earning, being a housewife and not struggling, you know. I'd gotten to a level where when I was at home, I couldn't even do a surprise for my husband, because, you know, men ask what for. So I'm thinking now this guy is going to ask me money, what for? So it means I have to tell him I want to buy him a present. Surely that was not going to be a surprise. So I remember that when we reached earning $2,000 a month, that's about 200,000 Kenya shillings a month, I decided that was the end. I will never work again. And so it has been an amazing time to be at home and to also have finances to take care of my children, and to be able to change menus when I want to buy clothes. I remember, I think a year ago, I changed my whole wardrobe, everything from head to toe, everything, every single thing you can think that a woman can change. And that is amazing. It never happens at a go. You change one item at a time. And that 2 years changing everything, every single thing was amazing. And what can I say is that the future is bright. Where we are going, I can tell you for sure, this is the business for the future. When COVID came, when people were not complaining, not earning, I think we made the most money, because suddenly people realized, you know what, we can work from home. And then the products are products that everybody uses. You know, during COVID, you can't say, I'm not going to bathe. You can easily say, I'm not going to buy a cloth, I'm not going to buy a car, but you cannot say you're not going to bathe. So the cleaning products. So our products are products that people need day in, day out. So you are sure you've got business and good business. And as for the future, I can see the future is very bright. I can say that one of my goals is to become a top earner in Africa, not even in East Africa. And I also discovered a talent that I had. I didn't know I can motivate. I didn't know that I am an orator. And I'm just saying that I'm one of those people who would be sought after just to talk to somebody because they want to hear my voice. I love reading the word of God. And in the Bible, they said that when Mary went to see Elizabeth, who was expecting, the child in the stomach leaped. I want to be that person who talks and people leap because I've said a word, that my voice is going to have an effect in Africa. And that I'm going to be an African woman who's going to have an effect and impact, and that is a positive one. And I can say the future is bright for the young people. This is the thing to do. No stress, work from home, choose the hours to work, choose who to work with, be able to travel and change and transform the world. The products are excellent, the opportunity is excellent, the support is excellent. And right now we are all at home, about almost 60 of us, and we are on and we can listen to one another. And there is no better time to join this opportunity. There is no day prices of things are gonna go down. When it comes to health, Kenyans, we are saying that we are one disease away from poverty, because there are some diseases you get and you wipe out everything. And then to say you need money, money gives you options. If you don't have money, you're going to do what somebody else wants to do. So you either have money to do what you want to do, or you don't have money and then somebody else becomes your boss. Finally, I want to say this business has given me a legacy. My daughter is now just joined the business and it has gone to the next level. There are no businesses like a lawyer, a doctor, you know, you can't leave it to your children unless they decide they want that profession. So this is one of the things I'm looking forward, and I'm saying when my great-grandchildren are there, they'll say, Grandma started a business that we are benefiting from, and that is just amazing. And just to say that this business gives you significance, I mean, what do you want people to remember you for? Are you those people, the only sign will show that you lived is the tomb showing your name and which year you lived and which year you died? I mean, what is that dash? Born this year, died this year, fill in that dash, and this is the opportunity that can do that for you. And I want to tell you that it is a business that has impacted and transforming lives, and I'm just so excited to have been part of it. And I just want to take this opportunity to thank Jesse, Andrew, and Paul for having me as a host this evening. And I hope a word I've said has changed and transformed your life and how you're thinking. And I just want to tell you this is the business for the future. Thank you so much, Jesse, for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Margaret. We couldn't have put it any better. You've done justice through your story. I believe that all our distributors and guests on the call are truly inspired to hear the great things that you have accomplished out of this business, and to see that the dreams that you're even talking about, some have already happened. You mentioned being a global speaker and someone who is sought after. Margaret is that person who, whenever I have an inquiry, I just send that message, because I know whatever she says, will make a difference. So thank you, Margaret, and thank you for being such an inspiration to us as distributors and the guests. On behalf of the organizers of this meeting, I would like to first and foremost appreciate each and everybody for making the time to be a part of this call, especially for you, the guest. You are a guest. A guest simply means that you have not yet registered to start the business. So in case you are that person, thank you so much for making the time. You could have done something better. I mean, World Cup has started today, and you could have wanted to go and watch maybe the opening ceremony or the opening or the first match, but you have chosen to be with us. And I would just say that at the end of life, I mean, we look back and many of the things that we regret are the things we did not do, even more than the things we did. If this is a business that appeals to you, you will never know if it can work for you until you try it. I would never, ever have known that this business would work for me until I tried it. Sometimes you just have to get in and get started. And then you'll figure out the details along the way. There is a temptation to want to know all the details before you start. You can only try, but you can never get everything. The best way to know it is to get on board and learn as you do it. In this business, we have a philosophy that we learn as we earn. We learn as we earn. There are people who just got started, used the products, they began talking to people, they even had no clue that this was a business, and then at the end of the month, they called them and they said, hey, your talking was not in vain. Come and pick up a check. And you're thinking, what? I have money at the end of the month for just talking to people. How much more can I do if I became more intentional about it? So if you are a guest, I would like to say thanks for coming, but let it not stop here. Turn back to the person who has invited you, send that message, and let them send you a form. In fact, you don't even have to fill in a form. We can now do everything online. You don't even have to fill in a hard copy form. If you are ready, the person who invited you will help you to get started. And as soon as tonight, so that tomorrow you have your kit and you start the business right away. So thank you so much for logging in. I wish you a nice evening. I wish you a good night, and I wish you a great week ahead. And looking forward to seeing a future where you live to see your dreams come true. This is Ainebyoona, your presenter and host for tonight. Have a good night and